Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. Whether you are a parent, caregiver, or supporter of someone with autism, we are so glad that you are here today. So we are going to discuss toys that might not be the best fit for a child with autism and why choosing the right toy can make all the difference. So if you are new here and you have not subscribed, please do, especially if you're a parent raising a child with autism and you would like to learn more on how you can support best your child from home. Well, it's Christmas time and most of us, we are out there searching which kind of toy that could be the best for our children. So let's dive in and find out why some of the toys could be the best and the other one could be not the best toys for a child with autism. So number one, toy with the loud and predictable sound. Why this kind of toys may not be the best? Because loud jarring noises like siren or sudden loud music can cause sensory overload and distress in children with autism. I think this is where knowing your child best becomes beneficial, because you get to know what works for your child and what doesn't work for your child. So if you are out there looking for toy, please keep in mind what type of toys your child may like or may not. And most of the time, I would encourage you that when you buying this type of toys, make sure you buy two types so that your child can get a choice of what could work for them. And also another alternative, look for toys with adjustable volume or soothing, predictable sound, because by doing that, your child will be able to control the sound comes out from that toy. Number two, toys with flashing light or overwhelming light. Why not? Why these toys may not be good for your child? Because rapid flashing light can be overstimulating and even trigger discomfort or meltdowns. Sometimes you may see your child start crying or overwhelmed. Just pay attention on these kind of things, because which means your child don't like those kind of toys. And also you just don't want to waste your money for something that is not going to be beneficial for your child. But you can really look something alternative, something like opt for toys with the soft and calming light or no light at all, so that your child can have good time with that particular toy. Number three, again, it's best to know your child. You always get to know what could be the best for your child. So, for example, complex toy with too many steps or rules can be very complicated for your child, because toys with instruction or complicated gameplay can be very frustrating and overwhelming for some of the children with autism, especially if they just want to hold the toy and just get on with it and find out the functionality of the toy. So most of the time, children can be very frustrated and overwhelming and even have the meltdown because they are unable to play with the toy. So make sure the toy you are getting is good for your child, is age friendly, and also is something that you know that your child can step up and play. And most of the time, if you realize that your child is not getting along with the toy, please go ahead and support your child. Show them how to play with the toy. And for me, I will say that if you have not used that toy before, or you have never seen it before, be the first to just interact with the toy so that you'll be able to instruct your child how to play with the toy. So tip number 4, highly fragile or easily breakable toys. Why these toys are not good for your child? Because fragile toys can break easily during play, leading to frustration and disappointment, especially if your child becomes attached to them. You can imagine if your child has already developed kind of bonding. I'm not sure if you have seen some of the children, they love going out with the toys, holding them in their hand, attaching them to their bag, and you can see that they are already attached to this type of toys. Now you can imagine if this toy becomes fragile and break and you are not able to replace them, it can be a problem. However, if you realize that your child likes that particular toy, I will advise you, let your child have it. Although you know that that toy can easily break, make sure you go and buy another one to replace it, so that when one gets damaged, then your child will have other alternative. And also, another thing I can say is that you can go for durable toys, sturdy toys that can stay longer while your child playing with them. So again, you always have to measure and assess what is going to work for your child, your affordability of the toys, and also making sure that whatever toys you are getting is going to support your child and also help them develop positively. So toy number 5 are toys that demand groups play without flexibility. So why this kind of toys are no good? Because some children with autism may prefer solitary play or struggle with the toys that require cooperative interaction to function. But however, alternatively, you can look for a toys that work well for independent play, but can also be enjoyed with others if the child is comfortable. Because most of the children with autism, they want to play alone, they want to play themselves. So if you're buying that type of toy that you feel like you want your child engage with other children as playing as a group, you need to make sure that if you're buying that type of toy, you will be around, especially if your child has siblings. It's good that you will be around, you supervise their play, because especially when it's a new toy, trust me, a child with autism will want to hold it, will want to have it in their hands while they are examining how these toys function. And so by doing that, the siblings or any other children, they may also want to have the same feeling of touching and playing with that toy. So it's good to be around and make sure that your child enjoys playing with that toy, and also at the same time letting other children play together with your child. So one last thing I can advise is that most of the time, buy a toy that your child can learn how to use independently. And also, once you feel like your child is more independent in engaging well with the toy, then you can think about buying a toy that where your child need to engage with other people or with other children, so that your child again don't feel like they are isolated. Because most of children with autism, they want to play by themselves, they don't want to be a part of groups. So if you feel like your child is struggling to play with other children or share toys with other children, think about how you're going to introduce certain toys, and also make sure you invest your time in it, because you're going to be there and take a part in those playtime, so that you and your child and the other children around, they are all going to have fun. Again, this is the time where your child get to learn how to socialize with other people and also develop language more in deeper focus. So I hope these tips helps, and thank you so much for tuning in and learning with us today. Remember, every child is unique, and understanding their preferences is the key to finding the perfect toy for your child. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share with someone who might be benefit from this video, and also subscribe for more tips and insight. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment. and what toys have worked for your child and which one has not worked for your child. And also, please make sure you share with anyone else you feel will benefit from this channel. Until next time, stay patient, love your child, love our community, support one another so that our children can grow in a loving society, in a loving family. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on my next video.